Oh, look, I think the most interesting thing for us was finding the disconnect between customers and BPOs and their use of technology and using technology to improve the overall efficiencies and performance of their businesses. We're finding that customers at the moment are looking at becoming partners with their BPOs rather than just having a supplier arrangement. And they're expecting their BPOs to, help them with the technology and the new robotics and artificial intelligence. And there's just a big disconnect. And we found on the flip side of that the BPOs were saying that they were, the second highest thing that they were doing for their customers besides customer service was helping them with their technology. And so there was a huge disconnect there. And we also found that customers are initiating that discussion and also, implementing the robotics and the RPA elements themselves. So that was one of the interesting things. I think the other interesting thing was that it's all about value. Gone are the days when labour arbitrage and you moved all these people over there and just said, we're going to make those savings. Everything's becoming customer centric now. And for customers, they did these things 10 years ago. And now all of a sudden, 10 years on, it's all about customer service and providing a better customer centric service. And they don't have any control. They have no visibility. It's like a black box. And they're all saying that. And they're not getting any of that information back from their BPOs. So they've got to change. And I think the BPOs are scared at the moment. The biggest fear that they've had is AI and robotics. I don't think it's as bad as what they think. There's still a lot to learn in AI and robotics, but it's coming regardless. They have to embrace it. And the only way that they're going to keep their clients is to embrace it. Yes, they may lose the old people-based elements that they had previously, but they can become more efficient. They don't have to have the same people to generate the same earnings. But unless they do embrace it and they provide a better customer service, better transparency, and embrace the technology to deliver those customer service elements for their customers, they're just not going to survive. And we know BPOs now that are basically saying to us, they're planning to lose 50% of their revenue, but they're going to increase their earnings because they're going to embrace it. And I think from the customer side of things, they're going to expect it. And if you don't deliver it, you're not going to be part of the scene in the future. So I think, in that respect, the learnings for BPOs: embrace the change. You need to become more customer centric. You need to work with your clients. And I think the thing there is the collaboration between the customer and the BPOs. The other thing also is that customers need to be more aware of and how their relationship works with their BPOs. Don't take a poor process and hand it over without the proper metrics and understanding and expect the BPOs to engage and initiate all of these things. Customers need to really know and tell their BPOs what they expect from them, and they will get the results that they want. So, look, I think it's exciting times for the BPO industry. I think that it's not going away anytime soon. And what was interesting though, that most of the people that we spoke to today have captive BPOs, but the same thing applies because they're customers of their organisations around the globe. So the same thing applies. So it's interesting, and we can help those organisations to look at their transparency, understand what their metrics are, so that they can make sure that they've got a managed approach to deliver an outstanding outcome. And if you want to see more about the BPO report and the findings, you can download our report through the SSOW site. It's been great. So if you want to know as a BPO what you need to do to be more competitive and be a partner with your customers, you need to have a look at the report. And for the customers, understanding what BPOs are going to do and what their issues are, and so that you can assist them to help you deliver the value and the customer service that you are after, you also need to read the report.